Hello, and welcome back to Easy English Sip. I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben. We're so glad you're here to share another conversation with us.
Today, we're going to talk about a serious but very important topic, health. And to start, we want to share a story about overcoming incredible challenges. It's the story of Stephen Hawking.
Many of you know Stephen Hawking as one of the most brilliant scientists in history. But when he was only 21 years old, doctors gave him some terrible news. They told him he had a serious illness and that he only had 2 years to live.
Imagine hearing that. It would be easy to give up, but Stephen Hawking didn't. He decided to focus on what he could do, not what he couldn't. He continued his research, got married, and wrote groundbreaking books about the universe, all while his body became weaker.
He lived for more than 50 years after that diagnosis, communicating through a computer and a voice synthesizer. He never lost his sense of humor or his desire to understand the world. His life teaches us a powerful lesson.
It truly does. It teaches us that even when we face scary challenges, like being sick in a foreign country, our spirit and our desire to communicate are incredibly strong. Today, we'll give you the tools to make that communication easier, so you can focus on what's most important, getting better.
That story really puts things in perspective. It reminds me of a time I got sick while traveling in Thailand. It wasn't serious, just a bad case of food poisoning, but I felt so helpless.
Oh no, that's the worst. Being sick is bad enough, but being sick in a place where you don't speak the language is a whole different level of stress. What did you do?
I had to go to a pharmacy. I remember standing there, trying to act out my symptoms to the pharmacist. I was literally pointing at my stomach and making groaning noises. It was embarrassing, but thankfully she understood and gave me some medicine that helped.
I can picture it now. I had a similar experience in Spain when I got a really bad cold. I knew the word for cold, but I didn't know how to describe my other symptoms, like having a sore throat and a runny nose. I ended up just pointing at a box of medicine with a picture of a sneezing person on it.
Exactly. These experiences show how vital it is to know the specific vocabulary. You can't just say, "I'm sick." You need to be able to explain how you are sick. It's about being clear and getting the right help.
You're absolutely right. Being able to communicate clearly with a doctor or a pharmacist is not just a language skill, it's a life skill. So today, let's learn how to do just that. Our topic is real conversations at the doctor's and pharmacy. Okay, let's stock our medical kit with essential English vocabulary. First, let's talk about the people and places.
The main doctor you see for general problems is your family doctor, or GP, which stands for General Practitioner. The person who helps you at the front desk is the receptionist, and the person who gives you medicine is the pharmacist.
You see a doctor at a clinic or a doctor's office. For very serious problems, you go to the hospital or the emergency room, and you buy medicine at a pharmacy or a drugstore.
Next, and most importantly, symptoms, how you feel. A common one is a headache or a stomachache. If your body is too hot, you have a fever. If you're coughing a lot, you have a cough.
If it hurts when you swallow, you have a sore throat. If your nose is running, you have a runny nose. If you feel like the room is spinning, you feel dizzy. And if you feel like you need to vomit, you feel nauseous.
Finally, let's talk about treatments. The doctor gives you a prescription, which is a paper you take to the pharmacy. The medicine itself can be pills, syrup, or painkillers for pain. Strong medicine to fight infection is called antibiotics.
Now that we have the words, let's build the sentences to communicate clearly. We have 2 grammar topics today. First, how to describe your symptoms, and second, how to understand a doctor's instructions.
Let's start with describing symptoms. There are 2 main patterns. For symptoms that are nouns, like headache or cough, you use the pattern I have a. For example, Doctor, I have a terrible headache. Or, I have a bad cough.
But for symptoms that are adjectives, like dizzy or nauseous, you use the pattern I feel. You would say, I feel very dizzy, not I have a dizzy. So remember, I have a plus noun and I feel plus adjective.
That's a fantastic distinction. Now for our second point, understanding instructions. The doctor will use special words to tell you what to do. The most important are must, have to, and should.
Must and have to are for very strong, necessary instructions. They are rules you must follow. The doctor might say, you must finish all of the antibiotics, or you have to stay in bed for 2 days. This is not a suggestion.
But should is for strong advice or a recommendation. It's very important, but it's not a strict rule. The doctor might say, you should drink lots of water, or you should get more rest.
So, when you hear must or have to, it is an order. When you hear should, it is strong advice. Understanding the difference is key to a fast recovery. Okay, Ben, this is our most important role play yet. Let's simulate the entire process. It will have 4 acts: calling to make an appointment, arriving at the clinic, talking to the doctor, and finally going to the pharmacy. I'll be the patient and you can play all the other roles.
I'm ready. I'll be the receptionist, the doctor, and the pharmacist. Let's begin. Good morning, City Medical Clinic. How can I help you?
Hello, I'd like to make an appointment to see a doctor, please.
Of course. Have you been here before?
No, this is my first time.
All right. Can I have your name, please?
Yes, it's Anna Jones.
Thank you, Miss Jones. What is the reason for your visit today?
I have a bad cough and I feel very tired.
I see. We have an opening at 2 p.m. this afternoon. Does that work for you?
Yes, 2 p.m. is perfect. Thank you.
Hello. Welcome to the clinic. How can I help you?
Hello. I have an appointment at 2 p.m. with the doctor. My name is Anna Jones.
Thank you, Miss Jones. I see you here. I'll just need you to fill out this form, and I'll need to see your ID and insurance card, please.
Of course. Here they are.
Good afternoon, Miss Jones. I'm Dr. Smith. So, what seems to be the problem today?
Hello, doctor. I feel awful. I have a sore throat and a bad cough, and I feel very dizzy and tired.
I see. How long have you had these symptoms?
For about 3 days now.
Do you have a fever?
Yes, I think so. I feel very hot.
Okay. Let me take your temperature and have a listen to your lungs. Yes, you have a slight fever. It sounds like you have a chest infection. I'm going to give you a prescription for some antibiotics.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
Now, you must finish all of the pills, even if you start to feel better. You have to take one pill twice a day with food, and you should get plenty of rest and drink lots of water.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Hello, how can I help you?
Hello, I'd like to fill this prescription, please.
Certainly. Let me see. Okay, this will be ready in about 10 minutes. All right, Miss Jones, here are your antibiotics. Remember to take one pill every 12 hours with food. Are you allergic to any medication?
No, I'm not.
Good. If you start to feel nauseous, you should call your doctor. Do you have any questions?
No, that's very clear. Thank you for your help. And scene. Wow, that was a long journey, but so incredibly important.
It was. And now for our bonus round. First, a very important word, insurance. In countries like the US, medical care can be very expensive, so it's important to have health insurance. The receptionist will almost always ask for your insurance card.
Another key phrase is side effects. These are the extra, sometimes bad effects that a medicine can have. The pharmacist might say, "This medicine can cause dizziness." Dizziness is a side effect.
And what about medicine you can buy without a prescription? That is called over-the-counter medicine. Painkillers like aspirin are usually over-the-counter.
Now for our special segment, Fluent Phrases from the Hosts. Ben, in the role play, the doctor said, "What seems to be the problem?"
Yes, that's a classic doctor's phrase. Seems to be is a very soft and polite way of asking what is. It's less direct and more gentle. It shows care and concern. You might also hear a friend ask, "You seem to be sad. What's wrong?" It's a very high-level, natural phrase.
Exactly. And for our final cultural tip, in many Western countries, you don't just go to any specialist doctor. You first have to see your GP or family doctor. They are your first point of contact for any health problem. They will then refer you to a specialist if needed. And that brings us to the end of this very important episode. We know this topic can be scary, but we hope you now feel much more prepared and confident.
We really do. Knowing you have the right words in a difficult situation is a powerful feeling. To make these words truly yours, we recommend our favorite learning technique.
It's the 3-pass method. For your first pass, just listen to the whole episode, turn the subtitles off, and just get a feel for the conversations.
For your second pass, sit down with the transcript. Listen with the subtitles on, maybe at a slower speed. This is your chance to connect the sounds with the words and understand every detail.
And now for the most important step, your third pass. This time, focus only on the role play section. Listen to a sentence, then pause the audio and say the sentence out loud. Try to copy our pronunciation and intonation exactly. This is called shadowing.
Exactly. Shadowing the conversation is the single best way to improve your listening and your speaking at the same time. It trains your mouth to make the sounds of English and connects your ears to your voice. This practice is the key to finally saying goodbye to mute English and becoming a confident speaker.
We truly hope today's conversation helps you feel safer and more prepared. If it did, the best way to support our channel is to give this video a like. It really helps other learners find this important information.
And if you want to join us for our next English adventure, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be part of our community. For now, take care of yourselves.
Thank you for joining us. Keep practicing and stay healthy.